Good morning. I'm Kate Luce, and if you know me, it's probably because you know about the way that I participate in the ministry of music in the church. I'm in the choir and in the bell choir, and I love doing that. But I have not done a lot of volunteer work outside of the church. So when I heard about the mission trip, going to Providence and places outside of Providence, it was really the fulfillment of a long overdue desire to make a commitment to do some volunteer work and to be of some use in a place that needed help. The desire, of course, is not enough, and it takes action and commitment to make things happen. And for me, the timing never seemed to be right to do that. I even suffered from what you might call mission trip envy. When I would see Barbara Sikorsky and Marianne Gaffey going off to the Gulf during a very difficult time after the hurricanes and providing assistance at a time when people really needed their help. And that was not a good time for me. I work in a school system. It wasn't easy to take off time from work. But I do like to think of myself as a caring person who reaches out to others. And it is one of the reasons that I was drawn to work as a counselor in a high school. But I think there comes a time when volunteering is really important, and I realized that what I said and I believed and what I was doing were a little bit different. So when this trip was scheduled for the middle of January, I decided this is great. This is right after the Christmas holidays. Everything is calm. Everything will be lovely. It's during a holiday weekend. The timing will be perfect. And so I signed up, and back in November or whenever the sign-ups were, I handed in my check, and I was really happy that I was finally doing something about what I really wanted to do. Timing. Just when you think that you have things all worked out, somehow something throws a wrench in the works. And almost immediately upon making the commitment to doing this mission trip, I found myself getting talked into co-directing the spring musical at the high school. And because they were late in recruiting the directors, it was going to require a very strict and rigorous rehearsal schedule for us to get the play up and running in time. That meant rehearsals every day after school, starting the day, sometimes starting right after Christmas vacation, and right through the middle of March, I was going to be getting to work at 6:30 in the morning, working, going to rehearsal, coming to bell choir, coming to choir, and sometimes not getting home until 9 at night. And after 3 weeks of this crazy schedule, I was starting to think maybe this commitment to going to Providence was not really a very good idea. And I really contemplated whether or not I wanted to do this and have my free time taken up. And I actually thought about calling people and saying, you know, this timing is really not good for me. But after so much time and so much mission trip envy, I just decided that this was the time, whether it was the right time or not, and I decided to make the commitment. And I'm really happy I did, because it was an amazing trip. I think Sally's going to tell you some of the details about the things that we did. But I'll give you a brief synopsis. We organized, we carried, we made beds, we did mailings, we swept, we buffed floors, we painted, we worked from morning till night, helping these people with things that they really needed help with. And there's something wonderful about knowing that your talents and the needs of other people who have great needs somehow come together. And that's really what happened in this wonderful community of women who were just great to work with and who I had a wonderful time getting to know better. And I have to say that funny things happen when you finally make the decision and the commitment to do something, no matter whether the timing is good or not. It's almost as if the usual laws of physics don't apply, because we worked as hard as I've ever worked. We were lifting, carrying, doing all kinds of things, climbing up on bunk beds, right, Sally? Making beds and doing all kinds of things for long hours. But you know, I came away feeling more energized, and I slept really, really well. And just the sense of camaraderie with the women, the feeling that we were being of use, the appreciation of the people that we worked for, and being part of a common cause was really satisfying. So I guess the question is, would I do it again? I absolutely would do it again. And would I do it even if the timing wasn't right? Well, I guess after everything I've said here, even if the timing's not right, the timing will be right.